Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Spectator in the Zone postgame show. I'm Ellie Schultz with Miles Simmons and Spencer Giori. Another rough loss for the Lions this weekend. They fell to Princeton 33-6. A sort of a rough game for the Lions right out of the gate. Miles?
Yeah, it really was from start to finish. Special teams was huge for Princeton all day. They took the opening kickoff 94 yards all the way back for a touchdown.
Right.
And that really, it started a theme for the day, really, for special teams. Here's what Coach Mangurian had to say after the game about Princeton's fast start.
You put yourself in a hole from the very beginning against a good football team. And we're not good enough to do that. We can't put ourselves behind the eight ball and say, let's go play straight up. We're not there yet. We're not there. Everybody will say we are, and all kinds of reasons. But the truth is we're not. That doesn't mean we can't win. Because you can win, you can find ways to win. But you got to do it right. You got to execute, and we didn't do that.
And that wasn't the only big play for Princeton on special teams. In the second quarter, they drove down the field, and the Lions stopped them on third down into the red zone. And so then Princeton was going to try to kick a field goal. And here's what happened. So the snap was high. The holder came back, was running around back there, threw the ball into the end zone with a guy open, and they caught it for the touchdown. And that really was a huge play. It put Princeton back up 14-0. And that really, it was one of the daggers that really hurt the Lions today.
Right, and also throughout the game, physicality was a big issue for the Lions. Coach Mangurian mentioned that in the post-game press conference, how physically just the Lions were not able to cope. There were a lot of both in the trenches and in the secondary, a lot of guys getting hit, dropping passes. Spencer, your thoughts on that?
Yeah, when you look at the box score tomorrow, you'll see a lot of incomplete passes from Sean Brackett. Another day where he threw less than 50% completion rate. But that doesn't really tell the whole story because there were probably at least 10 drops by the wide receivers and some tight ends today.
Yeah.
Connor Nelligan did have a nice game. He had 11 catches for 102 yards, and Jake Wanamaker transferred from UT San Antonio, had his first game for the Lions, but the drops just took the rhythm right out of the offense.
So definitely a lot of things for the Lions to work on in practice this week before they go on the road next weekend. So we'll see you next weekend at Lehigh.